Hello, everyone. My name is Shonda Banks, and this is my presentation on Do I Live in a Good Community? I currently live in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I have been for over 25 years. Starting with demographics. Population is 632,916, and this has increased to this over the recent years. Um, Demographics as far as race. African Americans make up 13.1%. Caucasian make up 44.2%. Hispanic 32.1%. Asians 6.14%. For gender, 50.8% are males and 49.19% are females. The average age in Las Vegas is 37.5. Just to give you a few stats as far as the percentage for age groups, ages 10 to 14 years old is 6.79%. Ages 25 to 34 is 16.13%. Ages 65 to 74 years old is 7.1%, and 85 years old and older is 0.82%. The crime rate here in Las Vegas is 32% higher than the national average. For every 100,000 people, there are 10.24 daily crimes. Las Vegas is safer than 8% of the cities in the U.S. There is a 1 in 27 chance of becoming a victim of any crime in Las Vegas. Crime has decreased in recent years by 5%. Violent crime specifically in Las Vegas is 120% higher than the national average. Property crime in Las Vegas is 18% higher than the national average. There are 329 schools in the Clark County School District in Las Vegas. This includes both private, public, and colleges. Las Vegas spends $8,868 per student. This is according to Best Places. Best Places also reports that Las Vegas has a student-teacher ratio of 21 to 1, and there are 538 students per counselor. Persons living in poverty here in Las Vegas is 16.8%. This is according to the United States Census Bureau. 5% of families here in Las Vegas are making less than $10,000 per year. I have enclosed a 3-minute short video of a news clipping, just kind of talking a little bit about poverty here in Las Vegas. Las Vegas does have the nickname of being Sin City, so the fact that religion does play a big part here in Las Vegas could be surprising to some. 36.8% of people here in Las Vegas is religious. Just to name some of the religions here, 2.0% are Baptist, 19.1% are Catholic. 6.66 identify with LDS, 0.1% Islam, and 0.3% Jewish, and 4.7% identify with another Christian faith. Some formal institutions here in Las Vegas, such as major employers, education, economics. For major employers, by no surprise, the hotel and casinos would be the major employers here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Some other formal institutions would include the Nevada Test Site. That's where they test nuclear devices and nuclear weapons. As far as education, Las Vegas do have the largest school district in Nevada, um, which often struggles with keeping up with the levels of education with the rest of the U.S. Another major industry here is retail, and healthcare would also be in the running for major industries besides the hotel and casino business. Just to name a few informal institutions here in Las Vegas would be the different church organizations that feed the homeless, veterans organizations, also some of the celebrations or things that's held here a lot is the National Rodeo Finals, NASCAR, and many other different conventions. One of the biggest celebrations here would be the Martin Luther King Parade. That is very popular here. Everyone from all over, different communities come out and help celebrate that. We also have just recently got a sports league, which is the Vegas Golden Knights, which is a hockey team. It's our first actual sports league here in Las Vegas. A few neighborhood groups, I guess, would also include the Crime Watch group. We have homeowner association that help upkeep and make sure certain communities are upkept. Like I said, also different youth sports and things like that. The Good Community Assessment. According to Seeking the Good Community, there are nine key elements of a good community. Starting with safety, according to Seeking the Good Community. Um, a good community should have responsible persons that, in case national disaster happens, they have controllable things put into place. I do say that here, national disasters would include flooding and earthquakes. We haven't had a major earthquake here. But they do have earthquake drills in schools and things to help prepare the students and for that. And also, they have recently put in new drainage systems so to help combat the flooding here when it does happen to rain here. For goods and services, according to Seeking the Good Community, people should have access to the necessary goods and services and should have choices and many options in this area. I do believe my community of Las Vegas does offer that. And we do have many places where you different choices for healthy foods and different clothing and things like that, housing options and stuff like that. So that is plentiful. Relationships and buying citizens together. According to Seeking the Good Community, people within the community have satisfactions and relationships. I do believe my community do have good relationships with each other and have good communication and interaction with one another as well. With commonality of values and goals, Seeking the Good Community states that holding similar values and seeking common goals is an example of a good community. I think for the most part, my community holds similar values and goals. This is a very diverse community of Las Vegas. But for the most part, I think that we do hold similar values and common goals, though. The next one would be whole person principle. According to Seeking the Good Community, you should know each other personally and deal with each other as whole persons. I do think we lack that in my community, even within my own housing community that I live in. I don't have regular conversations um, with my neighbors and anything like that. My children do go outside and play, and I usually speak with those particular neighbors. But as far as anyone else and anybody else, I don't really see that much of that happening here. With predictability, according to Seeking the Good Community, day-to-day relationships should be highly predictable, at least most of the time. Um, I don't think that I have that in my community. Just a day to day, I think everybody kind of are in their own little worlds here. I think that they don't really pay attention to the day to day, hustle and bustle of different people, especially within their own community. I can say that I might fail at that as well. So with the recognized place in the social structure. According to Seeking the Good Community, a good community has a recognized place within the social structure for each member. I do and I don't agree with that in my community. I think that's something that I think a lot of people might struggle with, and I think that it's more so that they don't than they do. Opportunities. Seeking the Good Community states that opportunities for growth and fulfillment is another component of a good community. I do strongly feel that my community has this above all else. There's great growth here all the time. There's people I feel are fulfilled as well, and there's opportunity um, for movement and a new start and everything like that. Lastly, homogeneity. According to the Good Community, homogeneous enough to prevent conflict between neighbors, but heterogeneous to create some diversity. I believe this is true with my community. I do believe that there's not much conflict, at least within my surrounding. I don't really see that happening too much. But like I said, this is a very diverse city and very creative people here as well. Some of the things I guess I would change about my community would be a few things I would change would be the traffic situation with the growing number of people that's moving here. They haven't made the correct accommodations as far as the roads, adding more lanes and things like that to help combat traffic. Another thing I would change would definitely be the school system and the funding that is provided for them. I do believe more funding should be put into education, and I want to thank you guys for for tuning in for my presentation. And here's my references. Thank you.